we got a blast from the past for the first time ever historical country balls. There's Austria-Hungary ball, Soviet Union ball, and the terrifying rectangle. Kind of a little bit freaked out about him being so close to me. I swear, if I hear Guten Tag in the middle of the night, check out that top link in the description down below to head over to makeship.com and reserve your order today. Remember, if you decide to get 2 out of 3, you get a discount, and if you get all 3, you get an even bigger discount. I'll be going back to regular present-day country balls for the next drop, but these are all some pretty crucial characters that I had to include in the universe. Again, as always, I can never sell these again. They're only going to be here for a limited time. Oh, Father, you must help exorcism Germany. I will do my best, responds the Vatican City to France. Oh, Germany, I know it's you still in there. Poland seems to be especially nervous about all this. Something, Anschluss. Nine! Poland goes running away. Power of Christ compellings into you, evil tormentor, reveal your name. Reveal your real name. I bin Deutschland. No, I said your real name. Rectangle. Your real name. I bin Prussia. This is basically Prussia. Vatican City begins to recite Latin. Meanwhile, Germany's freaking out. Nine. Come on, Germany. Be free. Prussia possesses Germany again. Leaving Germany alone, Prussia. Oh no, here's the spirit coming out of them. The Vatican's managed to pull them out from their vessel. Into name of Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, I command thee into gone. Sacre bleu, says France. Again, Poland's just really not having a good time around this. What happened? I don't remember anything. Oh, Germany, you were possessed by Prussia, says the Dutch. But Father Vatican into help. It's over. You're safe now. Hey, what is this? Thank you for into helping me. Don't worry about it. I'm just glad you're safe. Thank you so much for helping, Father Vatican. It's nothing. Just hope that Prussia never comes back. Meanwhile, in the background, Poland says, Guten Tag. I think we're safe now. Hee. I don't like that sweat coming off Poland's face. Now, one might look at this and think it's just a random story in the country ball universe, but I do think they're trying to tell us something here. Prussia was the German state that ended up uniting all of Germany back in 1871. They were very famous for their militarism and how much they dominated the continent during their time, but you might notice the origins of Prussia really started off quite eastward, and I mean, yeah, when Germany first united, they had all these lands, but that's not the case today. As I've talked about many times before, the German nation has kind of migrated westward in a way, and there's now actually a new nation with a lot of that former Prussian lands. Their spirit really does kind of live on in modern day Poland, after all. Maybe we should be thinking about doing another exorcism, especially considering all the Polish Article 5 memes we've seen as of the last year. It's almost like Poland is just really begging to go to war with Russia, and maybe we finally now have an answer for why this is. I think we've finally figured it all out now. Ugh, that spicy burrito I ate from Chipotle is really making me sick. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Holy crap, it looks like I've been transported to Mexico. And they've got the sepia filter and everything in this moment. This is a reference to the Canadian wildfires and the smoke that ended up getting blown into New York City. Apparently, even a lot of flights were affected by this too. Looks like they were about to film a scene from Breaking Bad as they go to Mexico, except it's just New York / Mexico City. Oh, makes sense because they just ate Chipotle, Mexican food. Now that's smart. Oh look, it's the 1800s. What an unpleasant guy. Surely I can fix him. I'm not so sure about that. Toxic wanker, I only wanted to help you. It's the 1970s. You havings becoming anti-communist and toxic. I am fix you, blah. Toxic, you are ruin me as the Soviet Union runs away. Yeah, always make sure to keep that ball away from Soviet Union ball. And here we have modern day. We can fix him with freedom. Okay, I think I already know where this is gonna go. He's so toxic, all he does is really bad things. Nobody can fix him. Nobody can fix that guy. I dare someone to try. Meanwhile, it seems like China's gonna go ahead and give it a shot. Maybe they'll have different luck than everyone else. The country in question here is Afghanistan. Literally the British Empire in the 1800s, the Soviet Union in the 1980s, and then America, I guess along with Canada, just recently. They all tried to fix Afghanistan. Obviously with their new flag change, that did not work. Maybe that's part of their invincibility factor, just like all the times they've changed change their flag. It's hard to identify who exactly we're talking about here. Recently, China and Afghanistan have been trying to work together a bit more. China tries to be cool with all their neighbors, but that doesn't always work, I guess, specifically for India. They do got an interesting thing here going on here in terms of their borders, though. Kind of beautiful in a way if you think about it like this. Well, I guess all I can say is, good luck, China. So, Denmark, you claim to be the happiest country in the world. Yeah, I'm happiest country in the world. Yes, but you're a kingdom. Gotta see how happy the rest of your stuff is before I hand over trophy. Okay, well, this is Pharaoh. He is happy, son. Fear being anything but happy. Yes, he seems happy. Very good. Here's your trophy. Father, I'm home. Oh no, it's emo Greenland. Good f***ing, we were so close to it, you dumb flick. Oh, Mr. United, our general happiness just rose. Denmark always looking on the bright side of things. Without their dumb emo son, this raises their happiness by like 100%. Denmark would probably love nothing more than for this to actually happen. I like how they're literally sweating in this panel. They know they're not going to get their trophy anymore. It's funny because actually a different Nordic nation is always winning the world's happiest country on earth, but Nordic countries in general tend to do very good in terms of the score overall. Denmark just can't seem to beat Finland, as Finland has won 6 times in a row. I bet you if they lost Greenland, though, that would definitely make up for it. They're so close to their trophy, but yet so far away. Maybe we shouldn't actually give Denmark any ideas. They might actually try this. US, Ukraine, looking's what I made. Huh? We is doing nothing, says Ukraine. Wait, why are you looking a little blushy there? It can simulate anything, though it needs some training. It's a giant robot sort of thing. Whoa, says both the US and Ukraine at the same time. Well, AI, simulate USA owning Greenland. Aw, yeah, baby, the American dream. The US purchases Greenland from Danish realm at the cost of $10 trillion. That's also another good way to win that happiness contest, Denmark. AI, simulate Ukraine owning Crimea. Ukraine annexes Crimea by sacrificing 500,000 troops. Oh, hi. Now you have been trainings, AI, says Germany. Simulate Deutschland winning a world war. Wait, I think this is actually how you crash the whole thing. Judging how that's where the story ends, yeah, I'm pretty sure the AI computer just exploded. There's no such thing as anyone figuring out how Germany can win a world war. I'm sure they're trying to figure it out, though. They're doing anything they can. It's funny to see a look inside of what all 3 of these countries really want. It's interesting that they chose this path for the USA. I'm not surprised, though. I'm sure there's a lot of people in America that want to buy off Greenland. In the case of Germany, though, some dreams are just a little bit too dreamy. Oh, how I wish I could having a friend, says the rectangle. I am hoping that soon searchings will end. Frank Reich didn't want to be their friend. Italian didn't want to be their friend. Neither did Rusland, and now they're just stuck with one left. But when I show uppings, Guten Tag. Au revoir. They always of running away. That is probably due to your past there, rectangle, but that's fine. Maybe someday, as they look like literal paper. See that they're not very thick there. It's the eyes, I think. It's the eyes, they just look so creepy. You could definitely tell they've done some stuff for sure. Oh wait, but this might be the other problem. Here they are, they've caught Poland again. Oh, but wait a second, it's getting kind of windy. Oh no! Help me as they fly off into the sky. Maybe Poland doesn't even have to run after all. I guess that is one weakness of the rectangle. Maybe they're just kind of like paper. Fun fact, that's why they're in the middle. That's how I'm keeping them up. They're like razor thin. Ooh, it's June 6th, and no, Germany's just humming a tune. Terrible news, says Japan off screen. Americans just make explode of 4 of Watashi's aircraft carriers at Midway. This will surely means the worst June 6th in Axis history. Oh no, it's only 1942. Oh, if no Germany only knew. If they only knew what would happen a different June 6th 2 years later. That is kind of crazy. The Battle of Midway did take place on June 6th, although it happened for 3 days there. Although the Battle of Midway was USA versus Japan. June 6, 1944 was going to be the US and, well, others versus Germany. Makes me think, did Germany really care that much about what Japan was doing? I mean, I'm sure they cared a little bit, right? They definitely were hoping for the best with Japan. I mean, they probably wanted Japan to do something against the US. I don't know if the Germans had a lot of hope, though. Seeing them take this huge L during the Battle of Midway probably didn't give them much else to hope for. They probably knew they were doomed at some point. They were just hoping they could take out the Soviet Union, and then if Japan fell, then the Germans would just fight off everyone. Talk about the most cursed day for the Axis, that's for sure. Hon, Italy into switching sides. Meanwhile, Italy's crying in the background. Again, more World War II lore. Hello, Natalia. What is going on? Asks Romania and Bulgaria. Of course, Romania is sitting on top of Bulgaria, as they do geographically as well. You switching sides too? Why, you no get bullied, asks Italia. Is simple, really, replies Romania. Just into being irrelevant, says Bulgaria. In a way, Bulgaria is really good at not being blamed for anything, really. They're calling me relevant, cries Italy, and now happiness. That's all they want. The Italians, they just want to be relevant. Italy always gets blamed for quote-unquote switching sides in World War II, but also World War I in a way. The logic is a little bit fishy, I have to admit, though. Italy started off in the Axis, but ended up in the Allies. My comment about Bulgaria, though, the Bulgarians ended up starting off on both the losing teams in both World Wars, and yet lost nothing because of it. In fact, they fought on the side of the Axis in WW2 and actually gained land from Romania. That's just how the country of Bulgaria does it. The Soviet Union getting pulled into World War II because an ally attacked you, then there's Italy switching sides, there's Romania switching sides, but nobody mentions it, and then there's Bulgaria switching sides and then increasing its pre-war territory. That's the most galaxy brain move ever. And then of course they were also in the Central Powers during WW1, but again, everyone kind of forgets them there too. Chad, Bulgaria, I guess. There's actually a real talent to being unfamous when it comes to certain situations like this. It's kind of a good thing. That's how you end up being on the Axis and gaining lands, because everyone just forgets. Oh no, the Yugoslavians smashed in between NATO and the Soviet Union. I need money to improve the military and defend myself. I think I should take out a loan since capitalism is collapsed soon anyways. Can I have money? Asks Yugoslavia. Of course, Israel says yes. Now just need to wait for capitalism to die. Alright, they're ready to go. Still ready to go, but there is some cobwebs. Maybe not quite as ready to go. I would like to return these. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, alright. This really just goes to show you, trying to be Switzerland when you're not actually Switzerland is a lot harder than it looks. Yugoslavia tried to replicate this same situation, and, well, they failed, miserably. Sometimes it's just not as easy as it looks, I guess. Ring, ring, ring. UK's inside the bus. Cricket is dull, say experts. What is this about? Hey, Scotland, here's a load of crap I need you to do. I'm going jet skiing. Bonjour, Britain. I have work for you to do. Ciao. How to oof your boss. Pint of gin, mate. Feck, what's wrong with you? I used to be great, powerful, the best, absolutely unrivaled. Nobody could question my might. I had the largest empire in all of history. Barbarians the world over would shudder in fear at a mere whisper of the word Britannia. And now look at me. Tell me, Ireland, don't you miss the good old days? No, they respond, and Britain's like, oh. I love how they literally look bald without their top hat on. Is that meant to happen? I don't think I've ever seen Britain without their top hat on. Even I had to make Britain with their top hat. It doesn't even feel right without them having it. I feel like 90% of the depictions when you type in Britain Countryballs have them with a hat. Occasionally they're not with a hat, and it just feels really weird. And the sad thing is, this has literally become Britain's life pretty much all within the last, like, 70 years. It's really not even been that much time. Now they're forced to work for their bosses, the USA and the EU. They don't have any other choice in the matter. As I mentioned before, the British Empire really was the biggest empire of all time, and that was only as of 100 years ago. They controlled 26% of the world's land. Could have guessed in just 100 years, they would go from this to basically just this. Well, of course, without Ireland as well. There's no Ireland. Now we just meme them for their beans and toast. Like how the balls depicted at the bus stop is Poland ball, and then 3 South Asian nations that they used to have under control. This is literally an exact depiction of Britain's life at this point. Aw, man, the good old days. I can't believe we went to the moon, says the USA. Yeah, this really shows how great America is. Here they are celebrating in front of the picture. Ja, guys, we did it. Don't ruin the moment, says the USA. Aw, replies this no-no German. Yeah, without those no-no German scientists, would we have really been able to get to the moon? I don't think this is something the USA today really wants to ask themselves. Over 1,600 German scientists, engineers, and technicians came to work for the US government. Of course, this was after WW2 and after the occupation of Germany. Oh, is that what the N stands for? Like I said, go check out that link down below to makeship.com to reserve your order of one of these today. Since it's a historical drop, you gotta know these guys never come around again.
And big thanks to the patrons.
I am the kidnapper. I oofed Drew since no one paid his ransom.
This channel's now
North,
run by AI.
Montenegro,
Australia is
ZaneyBoi,
real. I'm
Argentinian,
not a
$20
is a lot true.
Asher,
Bright
200,
Norwal,
Chester,
Amateur,
you are a
Kiro,
tiny
Carmel
Reagan's A
Saida,
Nargin,
Inquisitor,
Traven,
Isaiah,
John
Denver,
Denver, KirinoIsBestGirl, the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth,
Twickenhamster,
why am I doing this?